welcome back to the channel. In tonight's video, I want to talk about something that I've seen a few times in person now when it comes to the BMW E46 chassis, meaning 99 to 06, early 06, 3 Series. Typically the non-M3 models, okay? I've seen this at least 5 to 6 times now while diagnosing these cars. If your BMW E46 is experiencing misfires or a very rough running condition, along with a bunch of random codes that don't make any sense. If the DME or ECU is saying, multiple cylinder misfires, MAF sensor, throttle body, idle control, knock sensor, Vanos code, there's a bunch of random, all those things just randomly coming about. And no matter what you've done, you cannot seem to figure it out. I'm going to show you something to check that's actually pretty common, and a lot of people do not know about it. We're going to open up the hood. So now with the hood open, we have this box right here, and inside is going to lie the computers, which help operate the engine, transmission, if your car's automatic, and other major fuses and relays are going to be in here. We need to remove the lid. Now in this scenario, we have some 5mm Allen bolts. In other E46s, you're going to have some Torx style screws holding on this lid. And here we are, now with direct access to the control modules for the transmission and engine. This one here with the blue top is going to be the EGS, which controls the transmission. The one behind it, which is hard to see right now, is your DME, which is digital motor electronics, that controls the engine. Before tampering with the car's electronic system, I recommend to disconnect the battery. Now, with the EGS removed, you can see the DME right here. We need to gain access to the plug right in the middle. These plugs are numbered, beginning with X6001, the whole way up to X6005. Now, those DMEs are in here backwards, so this one right here starts at number 5 and counts down. We need access to X6003, which is the largest plug of the DME, and it's right there. Now, you must work in order to get to that plug, starting with the left-hand side. This one is for the ignition coils. Comes right out just like that. The next one is X6004. There's a little button you press right on the top, and then this little clasp will move downwards, and then the connector will come out of the DME on its own, just like that. Get him out of there. Now we have access to X6003, which is right there, and pull it straight up. This wiring harness right here goes directly to the engine. This is the primary engine harness. Something happens up here that you would not expect. I'm about to show you. Now, I want to slide out these rows of wires in here. That is done easily enough by taking a pick tool or by using your fingers and opening up these little plastic tabs right here. See how they move? One there and one down here. We're going to open those up and slide out these bars. You see that brown stuff on there? All that brown stuff is engine oil. What happens is, oil slowly walks up the engine harness, up these wires, directly into the DME box, or also known as the E box, the electrical component box here, and it contaminates the DME, or ECU, directly into one of the major plugs for it. When this happens, it's going to short out pins, and the car is going to run very erratically, and you're going to throw a bunch of random trouble codes, like I said earlier. As far as correcting the issue, I simply like to wipe them off with a rag, and then I'll spray these connectors directly with brake cleaner. Then I use some compressed air. You can now see the difference whenever the engine oil is cleaned off. Taking a closer look at the actual connector, you can see how much oil was actually all throughout it. Now we'll take these and slide them right back in. Now we're going to slide out the DME itself and inspect the pins in here. You can definitely see the dampness directly into the DME. If this gets bad enough, oil will actually seep its way down into the DME and begin shorting out the circuit board, which in return will damage the DME. That is much better, nice and dry inside. In this case, I also had oil contamination in the connector known as X6002, which is the harness for the oxygen sensors. They were also covered in oil. I got them cleaned off, so now I'm going to reassemble the connector. These plugs must be inserted in reverse order in which they were removed. And there we have it, another happy BMW E46 with a clean dash. Did you see that? Not one single warning light. I'm going to sell this car for $20,000 now. I know what I have. I will see you in the next video. Catch you later.